What's up, guys? Beckham Media is here, and today, here's my review for Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. Okay, so yeah, let's start off with the character progression. So Ushi this season, he's better than the original. The original Satoshi or Ash was good in the original season. Then he got annoying in AG. Then got good again in in this season. I'll talk about how I feel about the the best wishes or black and white anime when I get to anime. But I'm currently on episode 7 or 8. Episode 7 or 8. But of best wishes. And yes. And I learned that the actress who voiced Ash in the original series to now sang the theme song for the original theme. Pokemon get us that song. Bye bye. Yeah, that's not. And Monster Town is Pell Town, but changed. But back to the season. I really like Satoshi in this season. So yeah. So now we got on to Hikari, or as Lydia calls her, Hikarin, or Dane. So yeah, Hikari, she's a very cool character. I really like her. Her and her Pochima or Piplup in the English version. And yeah. So yeah. And then we got Takashi or Brock, who's still the Ranton Brock we know. But this season, he gets to realize the dream that he wants to be is a Pokemon doctor. What he wants to be is a Pokemon doctor. He wants to be a breeder, but he also wants to be a Pokemon doctor. So yeah. Then we got Rocket Gang. I'm going to call Rocket Dan because Rocket Gang, it's Rocket the Dan or Rocket Gang or Team Rocket. They're very good in this season, but they're just their whole aesthetic catching Pikachu. As I said in my AG review, it's kind of becoming repetitive. I ended the first season, it was like, hey, they never knew what a Pikachu was. They want to catch it. AG, they know what Pikachu is now. They still want to catch it. This season, they actually end up catching Pikachu, but it ends up in Hikari's hand, and yeah, and that's how she meets Ash. Yeah, and James makes one of the weirdest Pokemon decisions. He abandons his Cacnea to a trainer he never known because of. He also gets a Carnivine or whatever it's called in English, Japanese dub. I forget. But I'll call it Carnivine. It eats and it misses hanging out with James so much it eats his head every time. And James has to say, "Don't eat my head. Get those people." That's what Koshiro says. And yeah, it misses Koshiro so much it eats his head. So yeah, and yeah. And Masashi, she still has her Survivor, but she had to let her Dustox go because they did the whole bye Butterfree thing when Ash had. So she had to let go of his Butterfree, and she had to let go of her Dustox because it fell in love with another Dustox, and yeah. So yeah, let's talk about mishandled Pokemon now. Ambipom. I really thought that Ambipom had potential. Like it liked contact Ash. Send it over to Ash send it over to Dawn, it competed in some contest, but how do they get rid of it? By sending it to a tennis match? What? Like, what? Like, that makes no sense. Like, I get other captures where it wants to, like, it has to leave, but this is just makes no sense. Like, like, it would have been cool if they were saying, oh, hey, it has to leave because it has to go, because the contest recruiter wants it to go on wants it to do contests with them or other trainers. But okay, but a tennis match? Like, come on, Pokemon. You could have done better with this arc. Like, yeah. Ash also caught a Gligar last season and finally evolves into a Gliscor in this season. And it's kind of cool, but what happens to Gliscor is that he disappears. He doesn't come back till the end of the season, and then he gets wrecked. He gets wrecked by a Drapion, and then he beats that Drapion. So Gliscor is kind of a mishandled Pokemon. So yeah, but one of the best Pokemon is Infernape. I really like its arc with Paul and Ash. Like, it belonged to Paul, but then it belonged to Paul, but then Ash. But then Paul abandoned it because he thought it was weak. So Ash took care of it and eventually evolved it into the super awesome, super cool Infernape. And beating Paul's elective iron in the end. And I think this caused Paul to have respectness towards Satoshi or Ash. Sometimes you use the English name, but it's by accident. Because I use English names for the Pokemon, so I get them. So yeah. Yeah. And we also have Takashi's Bonsly, which got from Hoenn, which evolves into a Sudowoodo. Yeah. It evolves into a Sudowoodo. And it kind of doesn't. Yeah. And the first time we saw a Sudowoodo, actually, I think there's an episode where there's a Sudowoodo for the first time, and then there's another this season where there's a golden Sudowoodo, or in that episode in AG there's a golden Sudowoodo. I don't know, but yeah, and also Brock does return home in one episode in AG or this season where he learns that his Onix evolves into a Steelix, and he eventually gets a Crobat last season, but didn't mention it. So yeah, and then we got the gym leaders. They're all cool. Some of them are from the Elite Four. Ash even meets Cynthia for the first time in her Garchomp, or is it last season? But yeah, I think one of the best battles is Volkner versus Ash, because in the original, actually not the original, in his past, Volkner gave up Pokemon, but took his brother Flint, who's probably born with his own Infernape, to get Volkner back. So Flint fought Ash, then a little later Volkner fought Ash, and Ash finally won. I think Ash won the electric badge by that point. But yeah. Or Satoshi won the electric badge by that point. So yeah. And Giovanni, or whatever he's called, he's very good in this season. I think, like he does, yeah, Ash has a lot of rivals. Actually, he only has one rival named Paul this season. Last season, he had Harris, he had Morrison, he had Tyson. But this season, he only has, say it with me, you might not be able to say it, Paul. So, yeah. So, yeah, I think that's a very good dynamic. So, let's talk about the ending of Pokemon. Let's talk about the ending and the conclusion of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl that led up to Pokemon best wishes. So yeah, Dawn leaves the group because someone saw her and let her become a fashion let her Baneri or her become a fashion designer, but they never but we all know that she returns in best wishes and they never mentions again. So what was the point of doing the storylines? They're never gonna mention it again. I think the one, as I said, the one thing that ruins Diamond Pearl for me is the Amping Palm departure. Just weird, just odd, just just weird and odd. It doesn't make any sense and shouldn't have been in the Pokemon anime. It would have made sense if Amping Palm went to a contest, but he didn't. Instead, he went to oh yeah. And also, we have another villain team called Team Galactic. Almost forgot to mention Team Galactic, and their reasoning is to open up Dialga and Palkia, and yeah, or Palkia and Dialga, and it takes Ash, Hakari, sorry, I keep saying Hakari, and Takashi, and Hakari to defeat them, and then their main leader just sees the world or the brave new world and just dies. Like okay, he just dies. It's very sad that main leader dies, but yeah, I really like the end. I do like. Now let's talk about the conclusion and the setup for Pokemon Best Wishes. This does not set up Pokemon Best Wishes at all, because Best Wishes is a soft reboot of the Pokemon anime, so I don't think that this sets up Best Wishes. I just don't think it sets up Best Wishes. I like Rocketman, but yeah. So, does it set up Best Wishes? I don't know. I don't think it does, because one, Best Wishes is a soft reboot of the original Pokemon. It has the original actress who plays Ash. Satoshi returned for the theme song. So, and we haven't heard her on a theme song since Angry Pokemon Master in the first season. So I think that's what they're trying to do. This is soft. I think that's what they're trying to do because it's a soft reboot of Best Wishes. Of the original season. Yeah. So they're trying to do that. I think that's why they're trying to do that. It means like, okay, you're trying to do a soft reboot. I'll talk about not my problems with the season just started, but I'll talk about my problem with the English version and compare it to the new one. Because I don't think there's problems with Best Wishes so far. It's not that bad, but who knows? 85 or 86 episodes. Who knows how I'm going to feel by the end of Best Wishes. I don't know how I'm going to feel, but I think I'm taking this just like I did Digimon Crosswords. People thought that Digimon Infusion was bad, and I agree with them. But when I watched Digimon Crosswords, I thought that season was the best season of Digimon I had seen. It'll be the same thing. Tell me in comments below what you think of Digimon. You think of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, and tell me what you think about what you and do you think and I'm still, even if you say Best Wishes isn't worth checking out, I'm still gonna check it out because I have to do my review on it. So if I say, tell me what your opinion is on Best Wishes in the comments below, I'm still gonna check it out because I have to do it for the review. So thank you for watching this review, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And I'll see you guys in Best Wishes. On to the next review. Best Wishes! After I finish the season, which is probably going to take me a long time, because, you know, probably not, probably, but see you guys in the next review on Best Wishes! Dun, 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 dun. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next review on Best Wishes.